Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with even more Alpha 3.20 Star Marine and Arena Commander updates. We're going to be talking about that, gun game, tank royale, experimental modes, updates for 3.19.1. Could we have that patch live for this weekend? It's possible, but it's looking more like next week now. There's a Star Citizen Reddit blackout coming up. Let's talk about the Inside Star Citizen Arena Reborn Part 2 first. Arena Commander is getting even more updates than we previously knew about for 3.20. The Star Marine FPS combat module is getting a variety of updates. These are accessed via the same new front end as Arena Commander. The VFX team are giving a pass to all of the Star Marine levels and maps, and there's a load of bug fixes too, with trees not appearing, blighting, loads more, sort of getting the levels into a much more polished state where possible. The Echo 11 map is getting a smaller elimination version. Security Post Korea is getting a Star Marine version, because we do know there's going to be a dogfighting version and now an FPS Star Marine version. These maps are in addition to the Good Doctor map, Echo 11 control map, and Damien maps. So, experimental modes were also talked about, and these are for both effectively Star Marine and Arena Commander, and these will allow the testing of various modes and mutators that might become full modes one day or be part of one, or they're just something interesting that Cloud Imperium will want to run for like a month or so. It also gets players able to play new interesting modes that can be changed regularly. Sort of, it gets you these modes in your hands quick is the idea. So the ones they talked about are single weapon elimination. This will allow everyone to be equal equipment-wise is the idea. In 3.20, they're doing this just with the arc-like pistol to start with. So Cloud Imperium did say they can change this mode especially whenever they want pretty easily, so they could just change it to a different weapon. Gun Rush. So this is gun game if you've ever played that. So basically you start with a pistol and then you go through all the weapons in the game, or loads of them, from LMGs to railguns, basically in a list, and some special ones. And once you've got through all of them, you win. Is the idea. So the updates they have been doing with the loadout modules made this more possible, because now they can change the sort of current gun that you have in your hands and update your inventory very seamlessly. There's a Tonk or Tank Royale mode. So basically this has you fighting in the Nova tank, whether that be in classic elimination, which is deathmatch, or squadron battle with teams, or in another mode that they're trying to get in, but it doesn't look like it's going to make 3.20, this one, hardcore elimination, which basically gives you one life in your tank. So, Tank Royale, there's 3 locations for that: Hurston, Yella, and Magda. In the Squadron mode, the Squadron battle mode, you can actually spawn in as a gunner for one of the tanks. They did say that the Tumbril Storm would get added to the game mode once it's actually in-game. There are various other modes they're working on too, for experimental modes or just general additional modes. After 3.20, they are going to be continuing the racing refactor with getting the Persistent Universe and Arena Commander sort of race systems merged together. That will allow them to make and port racing maps quicker. They're also working on a betting module for racing. They're not sure when that's going to be in game, but they are working on it at the moment. CIG have gone through some go no-go meetings on what modes and maps for Arena Commander and Star Marine will make it into 3.20. So far they've confirmed the Arena Commander front end and menu, the new lobby system, the new spawning system, and the ability to do multi-crew in those various combat modes in Arena Commander, new death cams and recaps of deaths, the new scoreboard and scoring system, 4 new or updated racetracks for the New Horizons Speedway, now on Planet Green in atmosphere, like properly now. They've got Persistent Universe racetracks being added to the Arena Commander racing, which is the Snake Pit, Miners Lament, Yadar Valley, and Icebreaker. You've got Jericho dogfighting map. You've got the Security Post Korea dogfighting and FPS map. You've got the new Pirate Swarm updates, as well as the big fleet battle at the end. You've got the Echo 11 elimination map. They've also got experimental modes, with all the modes that we talked about being in, and an Infinite Wave Vandal Swarm. That sounds cool as well, although when we saw the Infinite Waves Vandal Swarm very briefly, it didn't look like they had updated the Scythe there, so I'm not sure that we're going to be getting the updated Scythe and Glaive in 3.20. Hopefully it will be relatively soon though. They didn't confirm the dogfighting combat map on Planet Green yet, but hopefully that will make its way into 3.20 as well. Is it Winners Arena? Very cool, really looking forward to 3.20. We'll get a video out relatively soon on what we can expect for for 3.20, all the different features that they've got, and all the other bits and bobs that we're expecting, including things like potentially having ship-scale tractor beams and stuff like that there. One other thing I did notice on Twitter, actually, was that I believe the same CIG dev on Twitter posted up a tweet about VoIP in the new mode. So he said, few people have poked asking why a mute option when there's no chat/VoIP in Arena Commander. I completely forgot to talk about this for the episode. Global, team and squad text chats, as well as team and proximity VoIP, will be in Arena Commander for 3.20. Really excited to see VoIP and all that sort of jazz more readily available in Arena Commander and Star Marine now properly, and you can actually mute people as well, which is my preferred option when someone's being a bit of a shitter. So, the r/Star Citizen on Reddit is shutting down between the 12th and 14th of June, as they're joining in the Reddit blackout. So this is partly in protest of Reddit costs for third-party developers, basically shutting down some essential apps or potentially shutting them down. Alien Week, that starts on the 15th of June. Expect some alien ship sales, potentially some new alien ships or something going flyable then. That's a possibility, but Cloud Imperium will have sort of like a brand new translation or something to do during the week, and there'll be specials on Inside Star Citizen and Star Citizen Live focusing on aliens almost certainly. We have had a couple of new 3.19.1 PTU patches. The 3.19.1 is currently an open PTU. It should be going to live shortly, but we don't know exactly when. I was expecting it this week, and it's still possible we could get it for the weekend. But someone did say to me, if there's potentially something in-game or something new for Alien Week, like ship or something, they're going to be putting in the game or a variant, then doesn't it make sense that they'll hold on to 3.19.1 until Alien Week starts, which is quite possible. Also, there is a major issue at the moment in 3.19.1 with hangar doors being open, but the server doesn't think they're open, so when you fly out, you collide with them, and that can cause damage or you to explode or whatever. But in the latest couple of patches, in the first one, there were some fixes, and it is basically just fixes with these. They fixed an issue causing debris to obstruct, not be cleared from hangars, which is good, seeing there's more debris in hangars since ships are exploding there because they ram the doors. Cubby Blast Shop wouldn't open. They fixed an issue causing AI to massively duplicate in locations around the Pacific universe. They fixed people not being able to equip looted items after restarting the game. They fixed some bits with loot generation and items not being found properly in loot boxes on derelict outposts. They fixed some ASOP problems with ships saying destroyed instead of store, or when you store them it said destroyed. Also on the ASOPs, moving to storage should now display correctly, and they fixed a client crash. A known issue also did get cleared from this patch, the signage around Area 18 being blurry and pixelated or missing, and that appears to have been solved. The other patch, the more recent one and the one we're currently on, they fixed some more bits here. Claimed and delivered ships loading into the wrong location when primary residence is changed. That was solved. ASOP terminals failing to register ship destruction in specific conditions, allowing retrieval of permanently destroyed ships and hindering insurance claims. That was solved. They fixed being unable to retrieve ships after a player disconnects ungracefully while in the process of retrieving a ship, and they also fixed 3 additional server crashes and a back-end service crash. Unfortunately, this patch did add some issues to the known issues list. I say unfortunately, it's good that they know them and that they are actively sort of working on solving them, but one of them's the hangar doors appearing to be open and then you can fly into them because they're not open, or the server doesn't think they're open. NPCs will gather and block pathways in various cities. At least there's not as many of them as there were when they were duplicating, and the default Vulture salvage heads can't be re-equipped in the Vehicle Manager app. So Cloud Imperium are trying to work through jittery trams and problems with that sort of stuff, accessibility with elevators and the public transport, anything that prevents you from moving around the verse. That is a high priority fix for them. Other than that, though, 3.19.1 is looking significantly better than 3.18 and 3.19's been, but it's going to be coming down to, can they clear off a couple more of those sort of major issues? I want to be able to leave my hangar when I'm on a planet without thinking that I'm going to explode. That's going to be really annoying if that happens. But if they can get some of that stuff sorted, then 3.19.1 should be a fantastic patch. And I would expect them to hold the patch until those sort of problems are solved. So possible we'll get 3.19.1 live today for the weekend, but it's much more likely now that it will be next week. I'm really interested to know what you think. Do you think we'll see 3.19.1 later today? Do you think we'll see it next week? Do you think it's going to be even longer than that because they need to get rid of some of those major issues? Are you expecting to see a new ship or vehicle at Alien Week, be it concept or straight to flyable? Do you think somehow they've magically got the Santok Yai ready, which is possible, but it did look like it was almost finished but not finished when we looked at the monthly report, and please check out my video on that. Are you excited for all the updates coming to Star Citizen Alpha 3.20 with experimental modes, Arena Commander, Star Marine, Tank Royale? That actually looks really cool, good fun. Gun Rush would be great fun if the sort of net code and if it's snappy enough, if there's not too much desync, and at the moment, Star Citizen's network code is not the best. Anyway, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.
Let me tell you a story from the book of NordVPN/BoredGamer. There were 3 little pigs who all needed internet access. One used a VPN made of straw, one used a VPN made of wood, and one used NordVPN, which is basically bricks in this analogy. Along came an elite hacker wolf and smashed up the houses of the first 2 Piggly Wigglies, but was unable to breach the NordVPN house, which is just much better than straw or wood for protecting you from internet things like wolves and hackers. The moral of this story is get nordvpn.com/BoredGamer or click the links below for powerful discounts that might make your friends think you are an internet wizard or something.
Also, that wolf went to prison for 10 years on an unrelated crime. Maybe it was like not liking or subscribing or something? Every month we have a ship giveaway for June 2023. That's going to be for an RSI Constellation Andromeda. This hybrid cargo gunship is perfect for small crews of up to 4. It comes with a P-52 Merlin snubfighter as well, along with lifetime insurance and game access. All you need to start playing Star Citizen. And all you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details in the video description below. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider pressing the join button under my videos for exclusive membership to the channel, or become a Patreon. I've already got a load of lovely people that do that, and it really goes a long way in allowing us to make daily content. Thank you so much to my channel members and Patreons, but thank you so much for just liking, subscribing, commenting, and watching my videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.